You know, people always ask me, how did you make photography your full-time job? And honestly, it's kind of wild when I think about it. I never planned on becoming a photographer. I didn't grow up with a camera in my hand or a dream of being an artist. It just happened slowly. But it changed everything. Somewhere along the way, life kind of nudged me in a different direction, and I listened. This is the story of how I went from bagging groceries and playing guitar in my bedroom to becoming a full-time photographer. Not overnight, not without risk, but real. And maybe, just maybe, it'll help you chase your thing too. I grew up in a small town, the kind where everybody knows everybody. Tight-knit, simple, not much chaos, not a ton of noise, just a whole lot of life happening quietly. Mornings smelled like fresh cut grass and diesel trucks. Nights were quiet, with nothing but porch lights and the hum of insects. It was the kind of place where normal meant working hard, raising a family, and never straying too far from what you knew. And in a place like that, you follow the script. You go to school, get a job, and stay close to home. But even then, I felt a little itch to do something else. I just didn't know what that was yet. I wasn't what you'd call artsy back then. I couldn't draw to save my life. Painting? Forget about it. But in 7th grade, I picked up a guitar. I remember my first riff I ever learned, Smoke on the Water. My dad taught it to me. It was messy, barely music, but I played it over and over. There was something about creating sound from silence that cracked open a new part of me. That's when the creative part of me woke up. Fast forward to high school, I'm working at a grocery store. Go to school during the day, change clothes, and clock in until 8 p.m. Then I'd head home and try to finish my homework with whatever energy I had left. It was a grind, but honestly, the routine made the days go by fast. That job taught me discipline. It taught me how to deal with people. But more than anything, it taught me that I wanted more. I didn't want to live on autopilot. I didn't want to follow a routine just because that's what people did. I wanted to choose what my days looked like, and I knew deep down I was chasing freedom, even if I couldn't name it yet. Somewhere between guitar chords and grocery bags, I found a camera. It wasn't a big deal at first. No master plan, no career goals. I was just curious. I started taking photos of my friends, the streets, the sky, chasing light without knowing what good light even meant. But I felt something when I shot. It gave me the same feeling music did, that creative high, that sense of peace. Photography wasn't just about images. It was about seeing the world differently. Photography started as a hobby, but it made me feel free. Like I was seeing the world in the way that other people weren't. Not just people or places, but moments. Tiny ones, honest ones. Photography wasn't just about taking pictures. It was about learning how to see. And honestly, that changed my life. So I made a decision I thought I'd never make. I enrolled in college for photography. 1 week before college began, I quit my job at the grocery store. That was scary. I went from a guaranteed paycheck to nothing but belief and hustle. College wasn't just about learning how to use a camera. I learned about business, branding, studio lighting, how to actually make a living from this thing. And for the first time, I met people who also thought light and shadow were worth obsessing over. 2 months after starting college, I booked my first wedding for $500, and I thought, wow, I made it. Compared to what I made bagging groceries, it felt like hitting the jackpot. I remember showing up early, nervous but excited. No second shooter, no super fancy gear, just me, my camera, and the trust of 2 strangers getting married. From there, it was hustle mode, shooting everything I could. Portraits, couples, events, whatever paid. Every dollar I made, I reinvested. Better gear, better software, more knowledge. It wasn't just building a portfolio, it was building a life that felt like mine. Some weeks were rough. Clients flaked, gear broke, money ran low, but I never thought about going back to the grocery store. This made me feel alive, and once you felt that freedom, it's hard to go back. And now, photography is my full-time job, my full-time life, really. Some days I work 12 to 18 hours a day, and sometimes I don't touch a camera for a few days. I get to do what I love every single day. I get to create, explore, tell stories through images, and connect with people in such a deep way. It's still not always easy, and there's still risk, but there's also freedom. For me, that freedom outweighs everything else. If you're watching this and wondering if you should take the leap, if there's something you love doing, but you're scared of the unknown, I was you. I had a grocery store name tag, a secondhand camera, and a dream. And I took the jump, scared but committed. And now, I'm free. And if you're willing to bet on yourself, maybe one day you'll be free too. Thanks for watching.